Not a ton of trade opportunities quite yet. We did have a nice bounce here. We had a bounce down here at this LVNs. Really no setups off the VWAP quite yet. Well, let's do an earlier trader check-in. It's about 9:56. How have you traded for the first 30 minutes of the open here? While we let it chop around this point of control right here. Daniel's up 55, small green. All right, Troy. Mustafa's locked out. Greens, small solid scalps. Great, Tony. Mindful still smart. Good. Very good. One small loss. Bruce, got it. Norm, down to smaller. Shelly, no trades yet. Good. Be patient. Gary, nice. Tim, haven't traded yet. Nice, Vikram. Excellent, guys. Good work. Seems like everybody's trading fairly well. And if you're only down a little bit, that's not a big deal. As long as you're not massive red or blowing accounts, that's still a good day so far. You know, it is Friday for me, and I'm up really nicely in this XFA. I might shut this one down here. Usually my profit target is $1,000, but it's Friday. I've had a really good week, and I kind of want to, you know me on Fridays, guys. I like to end on a good note. I'll move over to another account. I already traded my Apex, hit profit target in that one. I'll move over. I think I'm going to try another take profit trader account. I haven't done one of those in a while. Those are pretty cheap. You can get a 50K for $100, and there's no activation fee. And I could trade it on Trade of 8. So I'm going to give one of those a whirl. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to lock it out. Dunzo. Dunzo. So I just got a 2K payout approved. I don't know if I let you guys know, but it was approved by Apex. So that's 4K this month from Apex in one 50K account. I've done 4K from Top Step. So that's 8K just from those two firms this month. Base hits, guys, all base hits. And both of those were 50K accounts. Base hits. I think Apex makes so much money, it's absurd. Okay, let's see what we get. Let's move over to this account. Interesting divergence on the delta here. Long at 87.5. 10 points. This could be a slow trending day down. Very possible. So be very careful with your longs. They got to be quick. They got to be scalps. Until there's some serious buying coming in on the delta, I'm telling you right now, everything is a contrarian trade long unless proven otherwise. That doesn't mean there isn't good long scalps, but for the most part, this is looking down. Now buyers can step in at any point and that narrative can change. Open positions are up here, Becca. So when I switch over to Tradeovate, guys, it's up here. Right here. It was a good long. Still interesting. Still like it long. Maybe we ride this back up to 26.5, long at 108.75. Ah, playing games with me. Finally have some structure and buyers stepping in here. Still interesting. Long. Sellers really aren't participating in this on the delta. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get back in. Long 91.5. As it bleeds through this area. Could be the break. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there's the break out. So telling you, this is looking like a trend down day. It's been looking like a trend down day. So maybe short is the way to go from this break of this LVN. See if we get continuation to the downside from here. There it goes. Oh, that could have been the trap. Let's see. Sub VWAP trap on the weekly. I don't know. Very choppy here. Be careful. Yep. Got the sub VWAP trap on the weekly. Now we go up. Suck in all the shorts. And send it to the moon. See what happens. Nice. Guess I'll stop out of the remainder at 96. Stop me out to the tick. Bastards.
Sunday, Motor Group announces NVIDIA Blackwell AI factory AI-driven mobility solutions.
The return to value coming. I like it at least 127. I'd imagine. Top of this distribution. I mean, give us another 20 points from here. Long. There we go. Come on. Keep pushing. Stop out the shorts. Price discovery continuation short. Hard to say. It's at the point of control. So it looks like it. There was a reaction there. If anybody took that, good for you. Let's see if it holds and we get continuation follow through to the downside. But if we can get past the point of control here, we could easily go up to 30. I don't know if we'll return to VWAP quite yet. I would be surprised if we didn't visit 130 at this point. Sellers keep hammering it. I'm wondering if this is the next leg down here. Buyers have to hold this up here. and they seem to be doing a decent job. We'll see if we can get continuation the upside. We are at point of control here, or we were. Let's see if weekly VWAP holds here. Lots of sellers stepped in there. So we got a divergence on the delta. Delta is at a low, price is not. So what does that tell us? Delta is at a low, price is not. Why is it bullish? Passive buyers absorbing the aggressive sellers on the bid. Correct. So let's see if they can lift it, because there's a lot of passive buyers. Could be shorts covering. Could be big players accumulating. But the story looks long to me so far, but we'll see. Anything could happen. That's just a hypothesis. Sellers still are hitting it pretty hard, and the buyers aren't that convincing, the aggressive buyers. So we need more aggressive buyers to really step in here. Because otherwise the sellers will continue to win. I closed any longs waiting for better conditions. Still a great place to get long, but we're trending down. There's been really no acceptance down here below this LVN. So let's see if this continues to hold down here. Or otherwise we get another leg down. Delta's super weak. Morning, Greg. So do we need to buy all the indicators or can we buy just this one? The toolkit covers pretty much everything you need. You shouldn't have to buy anything else. I'd really like to see us get up to 26. That'd be a 40-point trade from the low there. There's Byron. Good work.
US Energy Secretary Wright says the US discussed sending more oil and gas to Europe.
Nice. So this trades up almost 30 points. Trying to get the 40. Covering as it goes up. Stops down to break even at 85, which is weekly VWAP. Bastard. Coming back down, it does. See if the buyers step in again. Got this 40-point trading range. ES and NQ look almost identical. There it goes. They bought that one up. Good stuff. Oh, I don't look at ES's delta. I'm saying their charts look identical. Now, the problem with ES is it's really thick. So you can see a lot of action on the delta that mostly doesn't transfer over to the chart because it is so thick. Got filled there, got one left. Final profit target will be up here, 25, let's say. Stop at break even at 85 and a quarter. It flushed all those buyers out. I'm out. Break even on that last contract. Silliness. Welcome everybody to the stream. Happy Halloween to everybody. James Clint says, what do you use VWAP for? Okay. Some of these YouTube comments just are a bit much. We've had nothing but red candles on the 1 minute. It's pretty much since the 2nd minute of the open. And I've been doing nothing but buying. Crazy. And doing quite well with it, actually. Because by 9:41, we were essentially in the distribution that we've been in for the last 40 minutes. Short the top, buy the bottom. Gave you another opportunity right there. Flushed everybody out. Back in long at 84.25. See if we get a continuation. We'll put a stop below that swing low. Nice. Let's go. 10 points in seconds. I'm going to keep holding this one. Some of the best trades come out of flushes like that. Man, I got filled on that. Is that a fact, Bad Mams? Fridays are usually directional? What's funny is we're up still spot 8%. Even though we've got nothing but down for the last 2 hours, we're still up a lot on the day. This is not a chop sideways day. And we're down 100 points from where we were 2 hours ago. So I don't know if I'd call this a chop sideways. Have we been going sideways for the last 20 minutes? Yeah. 30 minutes? I wouldn't call it a non-directional day, though. When we're up spot 8. Well, the good news is our system allows us to trade choppy conditions as well, really. Actually, I have my best days in balanced markets. So that's the beauty of the VWAP Wave System, guys. You don't need directional markets to make money. We have setups for balanced markets. We have setups for directional price discovery markets. That is the beauty. Well, we're in a 40-point range here? What kind of expectations do you have, Mindful? How many points are you going for? So you want 60 points when we're in a range of value area high to value area low is 55 points. If you top ticked and bottom ticked it, you'd only get 55 points. And we know you're not going to top tick and bottom tick it. You'll be lucky to get 50% of this range reliably and consistently. So 25, 20 points based on the volatility is a little more manageable. If you're not trading the current conditions, you're trading what you want. You're trading you're enforcing your will on the market as opposed to reading the auction and the structure telling you what you can possibly take. Lower band would have been a good short, except we're at a point of control here now, right? And we don't diddle in the middle on a distribution here, Jenny's. Right, so we got a distribution, point of control, and we're eventually I'm going to think we're going to get a return to value trade. The lower band trades already happened, and we're still pretty much at the same level, so that setup is degraded considerably at this point. A little late to the party if you haven't shorted lower band yet.
Pretty much shares fall 7% with session low.
Two to three micros and hold for 100 to 300 points. Whoa. If you're going to do that, why don't you just buy stocks and swing trade long the equities market? I don't understand why you would do that with futures. Yeah, I just don't know why you would do that with futures. You could do that with stocks and indexes and ETFs a lot easier if you're going to use such little margin like that and hold for such big moves. You could swing trade it. That would be so much easier. Yeah, gold looks like it's trading also in a distribution. It looks on the heavier side. There we go. There's a return to value. And that right there, Janice, is why we don't short the lower band at this point. We're looking for the return to value play. See if we get the continuation. Or whether it continues to trade in this distribution. There it is. Beautiful. Been waiting for that for the last 20 minutes. Be right back. Night, Andy. Awesome, Andy. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Return to value finally coming in. So now we're coming to the value area high. 132, that was a profit taking point. Could continue on higher, but shorts are back on the table here. And then, hopefully you don't get squeezed out. This could be the rounding bottom and we can go higher from here. So all right, let's see what we get next. Gold. Nice, more zone. Excellent. Returned a lot value confirmed right there. That was nice. We get the next leg up. So next stop, likely 140s. We do have a big LVN here in the 30s. If we get above that, nice. Nice. Looks like it's breaking. We still have a pretty significant LVN here on the intraday profile. This is also value area high from yesterday at 41. So guys, this weekend, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have a live Q&A. All premium members, come join us. You can ask any questions you got. I'll go over anything you need on the VWAP Wave system, anything you're struggling with, prop firms, charts, indicators, broker platforms, you name it. Show up Sunday for that. We generally runs for about an hour. Then we'll watch the session open Sunday evening together. And I usually do a giveaway at the end of that too. So be sure to be there. VWAP. VWAP bounce short. I'm taking it. We got an LVN. We got the VWAP. And we have a couple of previous session low volume nodes here. So this could be interesting. Interesting spot. Hopefully it doesn't just blast right through it. At least go back to the 30s. Nice. There we go. 5 points. See if we get 10. Can you give me 10? Stop at break even. 46.5. Can you give me 10? Ah. Stopped out, break even. Got back in short 46.5. Stop at break even at 47. Come on, dump it. Stopped out, break even again. Looks like they're trying to push it through VWAP, guys. I'm done with that trade. I worked it twice, got a couple little scalps out of it. We have some sellers step in. I might try it again at this point. My first touch trade is over. Now I'm looking for sellers. Yeah, 46.5, guys. Holy smokes. What a perfectly timed fill. Crazy. Wild. I could not have pressed the button in a more perfect. And stop me out again. Can't seem to catch this thing. Can't seem to manage my risk on it. Back end 44. Here goes. ES is at VWAP here. Let's look for the above VWAP trap here. See if it reclaims below. Buyers are aggressive here. Taking this thing to the moon. That's it. Out. Back test long. In. Let's go. Here for it. Long at 57, 3/4. See if we can get back to the 70s. Hopefully it doesn't flush everybody out of here. Or the above VWAP trap. I'm looking for the back test long, personally. There it goes. Yes. More. I want more. This thing is pretty strong. It's grinding up. There we go. Got one more. Can we get up to IB high? That would be crazy. 200. All right, flat. Okay, what's next? Yeah, today's been pretty good. And when I'm wrong, I've been stopping out relatively well. So, and then just, taking the next structured setup. Hey, Ramiro. Made 2K off buys, Moors Capital. Done for the day. Thanks for what you do. Got your book, and it is arriving soon. See you in premium next week. Have a great day, Mr. Drysdale. Thank you, Moors Capital.
The Beijing overnight index swaps the trim the December rate cutoffs to about 50%.
Good job. Excellent trades. Let's do a trader check-in, guys. 10:45 here, Eastern Standard Time. How are we trading today? Oh, there it goes. Grinding up now. Nice, Troy. There it goes. Still going. Who's still long? Nice, Gary. Yeah, this was price range. Where did you guys take the gainers? Was it in the distribution? Was it in the breakout of the distribution? Right, you got to manage your risk as we approach these levels, right? If they don't work, get out, flip, go long, right? Got to read the structure. You guys shorting the bottoms, buying the tops of this channel here. Oh, we're going up, buy the top. Nope. Flushes you back at the other side of value. We're going down. You short the bottom up, pulls you back up. Who's chasing that price? Well, we did have a reaction there. We did have a 10-point reaction at value area high, right here at 132. Went down to, that's 40 ticks. And then it pushed through and that trade was over, right? Once we start pushing above here and we got above this low volume node, you cut that thing. Eric, you're a genius. Genius, Eric. Well, Sunday Q&A. What else we got going on? I'll be speaking at a conference in May. I encourage you guys to get your tickets. If you're coming out, it's going to be in Tampa, Florida, May 14th and 15th. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have some special speakers. I can't tell you who they are. They have mostly confirmed, but it's not like 100%. Can't tell you who they are, but one of them claims to be, or is claimed as the godfather of the VWAP, the anchored VWAP.
10 minutes time now at the top of the hour to get the rest of the
Ross will definitely not be one. No, Ross doesn't do these types of things. Ross doesn't need to do these types of things. Ross is a boss. It might be, Daniel. I cannot confirm or deny any rumors. Might be. I can't say either way because it's not 100% confirmed. And then we have another guest speaker who has said they will definitely be there if they're not traveling that week. And he is also a very, very well-known trader. High stakes, big money trader. Very smart guy. So it'll be the 14th and 15th. You can get tickets at VWAPWave.com/bootcamp. Come down to sunny Florida. Come join us. Meet some fellow traders, futures traders. It's all going to be about futures trading, guys. It's going to be awesome. Use the code Drysdale. We already have a bunch of members in the community that will be coming. There's 90 tickets and 40 of them are gone already. So there's about 50 tickets left and it's not until May. So I'm pretty sure this thing's going to sell out. So if you're planning on coming, don't wait too long to get your tickets. I will keep updating you guys on how many tickets are left. Because if you really want to go, you don't want to miss it. And if you can't go now, there will always be another one. We will do something else. I promise you that. Do I only trade point of control? No, I rarely ever trade point of control. Actually. I say don't never trade. That we call that diddling in the middle. Don't diddle in the middle. We rotate around the point of control. So you're not going to want to use that as a price level to trade off of. Sometimes it works. I encourage you to watch the videos. I have a lot of videos that go into deep dive lessons on all of this stuff. No way. That's hilarious. Hey, it's free. It's free trader education though. So I guess you get what you pay for, I guess. Let's see what's next. This could be a back test. Is this a pullback? Sellers still stepping in here. Well, actually, the delta is interesting still. I'll try a long here at 60 and a half. Long 60 and a half. And I'll add one more here. And that will be it. This either works or it doesn't. Didn't fill my ad. There we go. Right to my freaking order. Hate it when that happens.
For around 5 minutes time, we have the Canadian budget balance price minus 1 spot price 150.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Coming up on the 11 o'clock hour. Things certainly have slowed down a lot. You're lucky to get 10 points on this thing right now. Do I know what the hotel room costs? I want to say they're like $200 something a night, 240, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. She hasn't failed yet. Delta is still kind of flagging right here. All right, still pretty much a shallow pullback here. See if buyers step in here. Here goes. There she goes. Come on, keep going. Buyers did step in there. Is it enough? Can we get that next leg up? And he keeps going to my orders to the tick and not filling me. It's driving me nuts. I hate this grindy, slow price action. Volatility is so much more pleasurable to trade. But on the other hand, it's a lot easier to manage my risk in these situations. There we go. Filled one. Let's get the next move up.
One minute remaining.
So if I get filled here at 66 and a half, that'll be about a 15-point trade, which I think is miraculous in this range that we're trading. Miraculous. Come on. Oh, it's right there. Oh my God. There it goes. Yes, sir. Yep, that was a beautiful back test long. Beautiful. Played out to the almost to the tick there. A couple ticks. Got 15 points there.
Minus 3.28 billion. Minus 3.28 billion.
Awesome, Stefan. Glad you had a great day. Love to hear it. All right. I'll see you on Sunday, Stefan. 10 a.m. sharp. I do use session volume profile. I do. That is a yes. I'm going to stick around for another 20, 30 minutes. Today is like my lightest day of stuff to do. I'm thrilled. I have a massage at 4 o'clock. Can't wait. I think we'll get there, Chuck. I think it's just very, very slow and grindy. It's going to take a while. Spooky massage. I'm actually getting neuromuscular. You killed it like you did well, Tim? I don't understand. You would have had a great day, but I practice always in killed it. It sounds contradictory to me. It should be a great day because you killed it and always in. I don't know. It's reading funny to me. New kittens, 2 new kittens coming on Tuesday, and they are freaking adorable. Guys, look at these kittens. Look at these kittens. They're sisters. They're 2 little sisters, and they love to play together. They do everything together. Oh, they're so cute. I can't wait. For somebody who works at home, it's really nice to have, I think, animals, cats, dogs. I've always had cats and dogs. My dog died a year ago. We haven't gotten a new dog, and my cat just died last week. So it's been a rough year. We've had both of those animals for well over a decade. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense, Tim. Thank you for the clarification. Would you let them play on your trading desk? Manhood says. I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. Like if they're on the desk, like I don't like you can't touch a cat when he's comfortable. Like they just do their thing, right? So if they're on the desk, they're gonna. The good thing is my keyboard is elevated and slanted, so they can't lay on it or walk on it. Oh, that's adorable. Always obey cat law. That's right. You ever have the cat like sleeping on the bed? You can't disturb it, right? You can't move. You're actually stuck there until the cat leaves. You can touch it. You can pet it. You just can't move it. You can't disturb it. Really? Is that like a real story, JP? That's hilarious. So Tuesday is going to be an awesome day. I'm really looking forward to it. Well, now we are stuck in a 20-point price channel distribution, right? So you can see on the session profile, we have this now built out. All right, so we have this level here. We have this level here. And I would say we have this level here, give or take. It doesn't look like a trending day anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. Good point out, Logger. So Logger's saying that we're at the point of control on a 5-day composite. So it's about as choppy as it gets. I generally use one deviation band on the chart I'm showing, Ramiro. I am looking at the second deviation bands here. I don't trade off of them, just to be clear. I use the second deviation band as a sign of strength. And if we're trading up by the second deviation band in a price discovery market, I am not shorting that level. That is not extended enough for me in price discovery because price can trade right along that second standard deviation band for quite some time. I mean, Javier, I think it's so much easier to catch smaller moves as a day trader in futures than it is trying to capture big moves. Based on our system, we have extremely high probability key price levels and setup locations where we can pretty reliably grab 5, 10, 15, 20 points at a time. And then I have an execution method that allows us to win on those trades 70 to 80% of the time. So you combine the execution method along with the setup locations and the key price levels. In my opinion, you have a winning system. It's a lot easier and a lot more manageable with a lot of setups, and you can hit your price targets in a much shorter period of time than trying to catch 2 to 3 big moves. Because we all know price takes the most convoluted, indirect way of going where it's going. So it's very difficult to catch big moves in stock indexes like the NQ or ES, and also on commodities like gold and oil. So that's what I think about it. If your brain is fighting it, you just need to keep practicing, keep working on it. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a couple of weeks. In fact, it doesn't even happen in a couple of months. This stuff takes years of work. You can make as much money or more than a doctor or a lawyer with more freedom, and everybody wants it in a matter of months or a year or two. When they go to work and they practice for how long? How long do they go to school to learn their profession to be a doctor or a lawyer? The great irony of trading, everybody thinks they could just step into trading and make money. It doesn't work like that, guys. And most of you figured that out pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So those are my thoughts. Yep. There it is. Attorneys, 7 years. Medical doctors, 8 years plus residency. And they don't get to work from home on their computers, guys, whenever they want. In fact, they're probably extremely busy and extremely stressed. So pick your poison. I agree, mindful. Best job on the planet. No boss, no clients, just you and the charts. Everything's on your terms. We keep combating this level. We are making lower highs, right? So what is this? What is this price pattern that I usually point out? This is a descending triangle. This could break short. Be right back. Lady trades. I have been trading small caps for 3 months, but I think the mental stop loss is a struggle for me. Are you trading with Ross? Lady trades? Do you think futures would suit me better? I came from small caps. I think small caps is a very difficult market to trade. It's gotten very crowded and it's getting harder and harder. And there's a lot of risks with it. I think you're going to find the futures market far more liquid with more opportunities than small caps. You don't have to use a mental stop. You can use hard stops. And the platforms are so much more advanced than the stock trading platforms. So much more advanced. If stock platforms were cell phones, futures platforms would be like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And stock trading platforms are like the Nokia from like 2002. That's what it feels like. That one, Jimmy. Exactly that one. Please look at gold. I don't see a lot of opportunity here in gold. I don't see any good levels to trade off of in the nearby vicinity. It's chopping around VWAP. It's chopping around the monthly upper band. This is not ideal conditions for me on gold. Not even close. NQ has been much cleaner, albeit grindier, but much, much cleaner. That's the VWAP Wave System toolkit is the orange lines. These are low volume nodes. Look back period for today, we selected 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We captured this range. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Information on copper in the waiting for more information.
Toolkit is currently down to new subscribers. We're hoping it will be back up this weekend. I will certainly make an announcement once it's back up. It's been a huge inconvenience, not only to me, but to a lot of new members that want to get the toolkit. It's absolutely sucked. So hopefully they get that back up this weekend. I do use RTH VWAP. I don't always have it on the chart here because there's already a lot on my chart. I have it up here. I'm watching it up here on this monitor. I always have an eye on it. I have New York VWAP, RTH VWAP, cumulative delta. I have NQ, ES, YM, and Russell on this monitor, all with 1 and 2 standard deviation bands and a volume profile from the RTH Open. I got gold up there, oil, Bitcoin, open interest on all of those instruments. I got financial juice back there.
Tuesday to October 24. Copper.
Jam.
The strength in copper prices coming through now.
Oh, there will definitely be a Black Friday deal. We're going to run a Black Friday deal for both the community and the toolkit. They're not going to be combined because they're separate products. However, we will have Black Friday deals on both. For sure. Hey, on that same vein, why don't you guys tell me what you'd like to see in terms of a Black Friday deal? Annual memberships, 3 months for the price of, something like that. What is it? What would you guys like to see? CVDs will probably be next week. Annual or lifetime? Yeah, annual. Okay. All right. See what we can make happen. Looks like it's trying to grind out of this distribution onto the next one. Are we going to get back up here to IB high? I think we will. I've been thinking we will based on the delta. This was all very low volume pullbacks here on the delta so far. Even this sellout right here is very small contracts. Good to know, Logger. I don't look that closely at market breadth. It's just, my trades are so much short. I do look at the cumulative delta. That gives me the most insight I need for the short-term trades I take. Ooh, sold off there. Back to point of control. All right, Tony, digging out of that hole on a Friday. Not how we want to spend our Fridays, but such is trading, isn't it? Nothing's worse than a losing Friday or being in the hole on a Friday, trying to dig your way out. Super annoying. So we rejected again. So we're still trading in this distribution right here. Value area high, value area low, point of control. We expect this until we can break out either direction. Micro distribution. That's also the initial balance high derivative, J. And upper band on the VWAP, right? I don't need to know that there's liquidity there because I'm going to trade that level anyway. Doesn't really matter. I have my levels, and usually the liquidity is right where my levels are anyway. VWAP, upper band, lower band, IB high, IB low. There's always orders there. All right. That's not a bad month, Tony. Not bad at all. Oh, mindful. Have you been through the course? Have you been through all the YouTube videos? I would definitely go back and, maybe back test a little bit, look at the setups, post some charts, see if you're getting it right, share it with the group, that kind of stuff. I had book math for a long time. I used it. Just got rid of it. You guys see my Ooh. Ooh. Wishing everybody a very happy Halloween, happy trading. Can you guys actually hear me with this thing on? Trading Grinch. Buy, sell, buy. I can see. Not very easily. And it's super uncomfortable and hot and disgusting. So. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here myself. Happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. If you're going to continue trading, premium members, head on over to the trading lounges. You can use the voice channels to share your chart, share your screens, use your mics, collaborate with the other traders. You guys can learn from each other. If you're newer, ask questions, get to know the system, watch how other traders are trading it. Lots of great value in those voice channels. So if you're going to keep on trading, manage your risk, stay sharp, and we'll be back at it on Sunday with a live Q&A, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for premium members. If you need a free trial, you can grab one of those in the Discord. I'll post it on the YouTube here. VWAPwave.com. It's actually, yes. That's for the free trial. Go grab one of those. Come join us on Sunday for the Q&A. And then Monday, 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be back to trading the New York session live on YouTube. We start a little around 10 a.m. with the delayed feed. Have a wonderful Halloween to those of you that celebrate. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see everybody on Sunday or Monday. Have a great one.